Welcome back to the Relius Reviews. Today's review is focused on 2021's newest revival series, iCarly, and I will be reviewing the first 3 episodes and what I thought of them. The first episode is episode 1, entitled I Start Over, and the official synopsis of I Start Over is Carly Shay navigates the next chapter of her life, moving past a failed relationship and reinventing her web show. Spencer tries to impress Harper with his art. This was a nice introduction of the newest series, as many of the characters from the previous series comes back. Carly Shay, she returns home. We find out that she went to college after traveling with her father after the last episode of the previous series. She didn't like college. She was in a relationship, but her boyfriend basically dumps her and she decides to remake iCarly. Freddie, I was surprised by how much Freddie has gone through within the last 9 years. He's gotten married, he's gotten divorced, and he now has a stepdaughter that he's taking care of, and he still lives with the crazy mama. And I was really surprised by Freddie's transformation. Spencer, he never changed. He is still making crazy artwork. He's trying to have his own art show and everything. And that's all. Harper is one of the new characters of the TV show. She's Carly's best friend. And Harper, I like Harper. She's there to help Carly, be there for Carly, and also trying to figure things out on her own. Millicent is Freddie's stepdaughter, and I thought she was pretty cool. Freddie has to take care of her. She's sneaky in a way, always trying to come up with another scheme or whatever. But yeah, episode 1, we see Carly basically resurrect iCarly from the ground after her boyfriend dumps her, and she's trying to figure out what to do next. She does meet a new potential boyfriend, but he turns out to be creepy, weirdo in a way. And so by the end of that, iCarly is back in the old studio, and she does one of her infamous sketches with Spencer dressed up as a baby. And I would say episode 1, to me, it was pretty good. Episode 2 was entitled I Hate Carly, and the official synopsis of episode 2 was Carly finds it refreshing to date a guy who's never seen her show until she discovers his show's secret. Meanwhile, while Spencer accidentally blinds himself with pepper spray. Episode 2, to me, I Hate Carly, it was alright, as Carly tries to figure out who's her hater that keeps leaving negative comments in her videos. And she meets this guy who turns out to be the hater, and the reason why he hates her is downright petty. It's because he submitted a video for iCarly many years ago when she first started off, but she never saw it. So to make it up, Carly decides to put him on her show, and he's awful, absolutely horrible. And Carly made a right decision nearly 14 years ago and everything about it. But I would say with this episode, Spencer does blind himself with pepper spray, and he has this huge date, and no one tries to help him because he basically screws Freddie over for something important. And that is a crazy segment of itself. And we have one of the first crazy villains to make an appearance in this episode. Nora Dorschlitz makes a small cameo in episode 2, and that was nice to see her, as she has matured as well. She's not a psychopath anymore, although she was still crazy, but she was not an extreme psychopath because she's matured as well, and she still lives with her parents just like Freddie. But I would say that she is still a little bit creepy with what she was doing. But I don't know if she's coming back for another episode. Only time will tell. So yeah, that was episode 2. Episode 3 was entitled I Facts Apologize. And I would say an official synopsis would probably have to be is that Carly becomes a meme sensation with one of the photos that she takes, but it somehow messes up Spencer's art show, as people assume that it is about Spencer's art projects. And so that episode was cool to me. It focused on different topics such as negativity, hate comments, impressions, maybe even society itself, which is how people can be offended over the smallest things, and just a whole bunch of other different things that was brought up as Harper tries to make up a quick scheme with making t-shirts of Carly's meme, and long story short, it somewhat succeeds and also backfires at the same time. But also just Spencer, he's trying to figure out what to do, as many people are assuming that Carly was talking about Spencer's artwork with that meme and everything. And it has a solution in the end, I'll just say that. But out of all, I think the first 3 episodes of the new revival of iCarly, they're pretty well. I still gotta give it some time and everything. But they do give us an update as to what happened with Sam exactly. And of course, she would join a biker gang because that's the kind of person that she was. But that's pretty much about it. And I would say keep watching. And until next time, goodbye.